Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. In today's episode, we're entering the world of writing skills, and I'm going to be talking about the benefits of tweeting every day. In June 2018, I officially stepped in the Twitter battlefield, and I began tweeting every day. In the initial stages, I didn't notice much. I thought that Twitter was just going to be a platform where I'm over here just writing. I didn't know why, but I needed a way to express myself because around the same time, I was restarting the Toastmasters Pathways program. And since I was restarting the Toastmasters program, I wanted this time in my run in Toastmasters to share my insights to myself. I wasn't creating a Twitter so I could connect with all these other people. It was just for myself, very selfish in nature. And I just kept writing more and more tweets about each speech that I went in. I'm like, okay, whenever you're going to give a speech, make sure your collar isn't too tight, because when it's too tight, after some time, it's going to be difficult to breathe. Another insight, make sure you're not eating KFC right before your speech because it's too greasy, or avoid drinking too much coffee because your voice is going to become jittery. I just kept writing all these insights, and slowly my Twitter account started to pick up some traction, and different individuals started to come to me for public speaking advice. That was not the initial intention. The initial intention was to simply write every day about public speaking insights. And since then, the ArmaniTalks Twitter account has grown organically from public speaking to social skills to creative writing and much more. And throughout these past couple of years, I want to share some stunning benefits that you can expect if you begin tweeting every single day. So the first benefit is you get in the habit of expressing yourself, because ideas that lie in the mind die in the mind. And there's a lot of individuals that look at very clear communicators who are making beautiful points in an elegant way. Let's say you're someone who stumbles as you're trying to even form a sentence together, and then you're looking at guys like Jordan Peterson. You're like, I could never get like that. But Jordan Peterson had to start somewhere, and you, my friend, you can start somewhere too. You can start with a simple tweet. Which brings me to the second benefit. Not only do you express yourself, but you get in the habit of expressing yourself in a very clear and concise way. When I was first starting Twitter, I was sometimes whining, not externally, but internally. I'm like, why doesn't Twitter have an edit button? And the other part was where I was saying, how come tweets are so small? But tweets being small, I don't know the exact characters, but the characters are very little, forces you to compress your message from big to small. And each time that you do it, each time you train yourself to get to the point quicker. So this is another benefit. The third benefit is that this is a seamless process to build your body of work. As I was sharing all those insights on public speaking on Twitter, it just started to organically bring more people towards me, and they started to hop in my DMs and they started to ask me certain questions regarding their speech anxiety. And a lot of people just came in and they were like, hey, I'll pay you such and such money in order to give me a consulting service. So you start tweeting, and out of nowhere, it starts to compound into, who knows, a business. And if it's not a business, at least you're building your body of work. The fourth benefit is the marginal gains theory, which states that rather than trying to tackle a skill in gargantuan steps, make it very small and just keep beating each level. As you keep beating each level, what happens is that over time, you start to unlock exponential progress. The way that I use Twitter throughout the past couple of years has evolved. Initially, I was just tweeting. But over time, a lot of the ideas that began to pop off on my Twitter, I would expand upon in the newsletter. And as I expanded upon it in the newsletter, I had ideas to talk about on YouTube. The more that I talked about ideas on YouTube, the more clarification that I bought in to only write more tweets. As I wrote more tweets, it continued to expand my newsletter. I wrote more and more content about a variety of different ideas. And as I created more content on my newsletters, eventually it led to those 4 books that you see right here, the 101 Short Stories series. All of these books started off with one tweet, and the tweet continued to just expand. So if I said to myself, hey, write 4 books, that would have overwhelmed me. But with the marginal gains theory, I was able to start off light and then just expand from there. Another benefit of Twitter is the networking aspect of it. Now, I don't follow too many people on Twitter on purpose because I understand the intentions of a lot of these data engineers. They're trying to just get you hooked. And with tweets, it's easy to just get hooked. And every single time that you follow someone, you're not just following an account. You're following an account with thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and such. And if you keep engaging more and more of that content, it's too easy to get sucked in. So that's one of the reasons why I don't follow too many people. But I will tell you this, the people that I do follow, and even people that I do not follow, but follow me, it goes down in the DMs. There have been plenty of times where I interacted with someone in the DMs, and this person eventually went on to become a client. We ended up doing some form of business together. Or there were just certain people that are subject matter experts that you would have never expected before. See, on Twitter, every now and then you're going to see these accounts that have no face. They're completely anonymous. They didn't even bother to put like a default cartoon image. It's literally the default image that Twitter gives them. Okay? That, and they follow, let's say, 1,000 people, and only one person follows them. So this looks like a straight up bot account, but this person just happens to be a multimillionaire. Let's say they're a founder of a company, they're in their mid-60s, and nowadays they use Twitter to lurk. They're a big fan of your work, but you don't even know what their face looks like, and one day they hit you up in the DMs, and they're like, hey, I've been following your work for some time, I would like to schedule a call with you. Then eventually you find out you're worth how much? And it's difficult to believe. Granted, a lot of these people are scams, so you can't believe everything on the internet. But every now and then, you are going to be blown away by who organically follows you. So these are a lot of the benefits in regards to Twitter that you're not going to fully understand or experience until you start tweeting yourself. It's one of the most seamless ways in order to express yourself, connect ideas, get the snowball rolling, and network with brilliant minds along the process. So even though Twitter gets a lot of bad rep, I'm a big fan of it. I believe it's a great free tool to learn how to improve your communication skills. So check it out for yourself. And if you would like more tips on how to tweet effectively, be sure to check out my class on Skillshare, where I talk about what is a tweet, how to turn your personality into words, how to be consistent on Twitter, along with plenty of other topics that will help you get a starter pack on your tweeting skills. Check out the class in the description box and the pinned comment right on below. And thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks YouTube channel.